So for me, where MDI and the men of MDI are going is living into our higher purpose, which is really about causing greatness and mentoring men to live with excellence, to be mature masculine leaders and create successful families, careers, and communities. And for me personally right now, it's not only about bringing that into my life and applying it in all aspects of my life, the everything, everything, everything concept where you are one way, you are always in all places, but really reaching out to the younger men of our society and ensuring that future generations are taken care of in a powerful masculine way, that families are healthy, that men are empowered to live into their personal higher purpose. For me, that's where MDI and the men of MDI are going, and I am proud to be a part of that and play my role and get all those gifts, and more importantly, give them all away.
Well, I'm really pleased. What I'm learning this weekend is that MDI has come to the point in our maturity growth that we're taking fact-based conversations. We're measuring where we're winning and where we're not winning, and we're doing more of what's working for us, and we're doing less of what's not working for us. And we hoped that we could have done that sometime earlier in our 15 years, but we are at the point now to where it's actually coming together, that we have an organization that has to go through stages of maturity, and we're getting there, and I'm so happy about that. It's so easy for me to align with that vision, and I believe it's going to be a very exciting time for MDI. We're honing in on how we can attract men that are younger than us old men so that we can keep this thing going for generations and generations, and that's what we all want. All of us that donate our time and volunteer our time and our heart and our effort and passion, that's what we all want. That's why we do this. I'm so excited that it looks like we're making some really good headway.
I believe that MDI has a clear vision of where it's going moving forward into the future, and that is a good, strong brand of masculinity. I can say that the world is full of all sorts of different men, but that does not mean there's only one brand of masculinity, and MDI certainly recognizes that. I can say personally, for myself, I had a frankly lousy example of masculinity in my own father. And I know that in this world in particular, there's lots of young men who really have had that same problem. And MDI provides a safe place for them to develop those skills, the same opportunity that it's given me.
There are men in this world that we live in that don't have a place to go, that do not have a place to go to express themselves and to find themselves in a safe place where they can get the support that we need. Where the men of MDI stand today is that we stand for those men, and that we stand to bring them into our membership, our international membership, so they can have that place as we do, where they can be safe, they can express themselves without hurting or bringing fear to anyone, and where they can be powerful and successful in their own lives.
Going into a place where men are always leading in their lives, they're always leading and winning in their lives, and part of that is getting back to a place where we continually challenge each other to make commitments, to hold each other accountable, to be accountable, and to make sure that we're not selling our men out. That's why I believe we're going.
I think the two places I see the most of, we're going, you're going to be younger as an organization. We're going to be younger, and we're going to attract men who are young like we were when we started in this. And secondly, I think there's going to be a much more connection between what we're doing in MDI as volunteers and the rest of our lives. Like it's going to be more braided in, like working on this is actually working on our life, and more men are going to understand how that's so.
So where I see MDI going in the future, based on how we've showed up here in such a state of looking to take care of each other, looking to love each other, there's just a thread of love that occurs in this organization with men that, you know, it's just such a missing in the world. And when men can really learn how to love each other and take care of each other, like everything in the world can become infinitely more possible. And gosh, I wish we all had a little bit more ability to see that. So I really see that each man here is like a small seed to take the experience that we have with each other into the world, and just like really have a world where men love each other to such an extent that they'll care for each other so deeply that they would tell each other the truth and have really, really empowering, authentic relationships with each other, that they would take care of each other, and that we could have just a world where love was present, like true love was present.
So for me, MDI is an organization for men that exists like no other anywhere else. And we create a place for men to get what they need, like they can't get anywhere else. It's a place where men the only connection we have is that we are all men. And so there are millions of men across North America that don't even know we exist. And so we need to take our message, to the world. We're starting teams in places where we've never existed before, attracting men to this organization through methods we've never had before. So I see MDI poised for explosive growth because what we do is important.